Hey, hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to share some pretty cool hacks that will show you how to take out student loans and fund college in a much smarter and wiser way. Because as we all know, student loans can be an absolutely terrible idea. People get buried in college debt for sometimes their entire lives, and it's just not very smart. But if you can't get accepted for FAFSA, okay, if you can't get federal student aid and you can't get scholarships, there is a smart way to take out student loans, get college funded without all the risk, very, very low payments, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So if you would like to see that, let's dive in. Hi, I'm Ryan Swayt, and I used to be a two-time college dropout, making just $12 an hour. Then I learned how to hack college and earned an entire bachelor's degree in 9 months flat. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you how. All right, so there are a couple of different things you're going to need to do to take out student loans smartly. Okay, you want to be wise about this. You want to have a plan going in so that you're not buried in student loan debt for the remainder of your life. So what we're going to do, I'm going to jump over to my screen here, and we're going to start by basically crunching numbers and creating a plan. Okay, so we're jumping over here to NerdWallet. They have a student loan calculator so that you can see exactly what this is going to cost you, what your monthly payments are going to be, and all of that. And yes, I'll leave this link down below in the description so you can go and use this tool yourself, okay? So what we're going to do, I'm going to scroll down here. This is the calculator, okay? Now, it's literally just sliding scales. We're going to adjust numbers and see if we can find a number that will work for us that's extremely low risk. Now, I have this calculator set here so that, as you can see, the loan amount is set at $90,000. The reason I put this here is because the average cost of a bachelor's degree in the United States is about $90,000. Now, the average annual interest rate for student loans is about 4.5%. So I've also set it at 4.5%. The average time it takes an American to pay off student loans, 21 years. It's absolutely insane. So when I set the calculator for these national averages, here's the number we get. $554 per month for 21 years. $554 a month for 21 years. That's crazy. That's stupid. If you're signing up for this, you're doing it wrong, and you are, man, that is just so much risk that you could potentially be buried in debt for literally decades. Okay. We don't want to do this. Okay. So step one, okay. Step one is going to be to lower your tuition. If you follow my channel at all, you know that I earned a bachelor's degree in 9 months flat, and I came out of pocket about $200 for that degree. And now I teach people through this channel how to do that themselves. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lower this loan amount, okay? The number one best way I know to do this, there are two steps, okay? Number one, attend a more affordable school online, okay? And I know for a long time, online school was just kind of frowned upon by employers. But since the pandemic, that has completely changed, okay? Online education is, most employers view it as equivalent. About 90% of employers view online education as equivalent as sitting in a classroom. Because guess what? The pandemic hit, everything was forced online, and employers understand that the internet is a part of our world today, and they're completely comfortable with that. So that's step one to lower your tuition. You're going to find a really, really reputable, respected school, and you're going to attend their online program and save money that way. Okay. Step two is you're going to accelerate your degree and graduate faster. Now, there are a couple of different ways schools charge for tuition. Some schools charge for every credit you earn or every class you take, okay? These are the schools that I like to avoid. There are other schools that charge you per semester. The cool thing about this is if you accelerate your degree and graduate faster, you basically spend less money the faster you graduate. So we're going to take this as if you graduate in less than 12 months. And if you think that's impossible, it's absolutely not. And in just a minute, I'll show you exactly how to do this. But you're going to get your degree in less than 12 months, okay? Now, if you're attending an online program, guess what? $3,500 every 6 months or so, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a year is pretty normal for these types of schools, okay? Well, you're taking your total cost of tuition down from $90,000, okay? And we're going to set it to what I personally paid. I graduated in 2 semesters, and that was about $7,000. And I know I said I paid about $200 out of pocket. That's correct. But the total tuition that needed to be covered was $7,000 for me personally. I've helped other people do this as well, okay? So $7,000, okay, in tuition. That automatically makes this like, holy cow, this actually might be attainable. I might be able to do this, okay? As you can see here, the monthly payment went down from $554 to $43 per month, okay? That's major. That's a game changer. Now, as you can see here, you're still paying almost $4,000 in interest if you do this, okay? Now, what we need to do to lower that interest paid is we're going to come down and we're going to say, okay, let's pay this off in 5 years instead of 21 years, okay? And as you can see here, $130 a month for 5 years, and this is paid off. One thing that I like to tell people is you need to keep the big picture in perspective. This is worst case scenario, okay? And obviously, the average interest rate's 4.5%. Let's say it's worst case scenario. Let's say you're paying like 7% in interest. Because this number is low, it doesn't affect your monthly payment that much, okay? $140 a month. We'll bring it back down. Say you got an average interest rate of 4.5%. As you can see, a terrible interest rate is costing you like $10 more a month. So worst case scenario, you're $130, $140 a month. That's doable. But as I said, this is worst case scenario, okay? And the reason I say this is $130 a month for 5 years, okay? If you find a student loan that does not penalize you for paying the loan off early, okay, this is going to be even less. The average pay raise for somebody with a bachelor's degree is about $2,000 per month, okay? So if you have a high school diploma and then you go get your bachelor's degree, you're literally the average pay raise for someone fresh out of college with that degree is about $2,000 a month, okay? So $130 a month payment, okay, but your pay raise is $2,000 a month. That erases that. It's like nothing, okay? But the cool thing is, if you got a $2,000 a month payment and you basically kept your bills the same for a few months and you put all of that money, that $2,000 a month, into paying off this student loan, literally 4 months and it's paid off, okay? And the cool thing with student loans is you don't have to start making your student loan payments until one of two things happens. 1, you graduate, or 2, you drop out, okay? You literally don't have to make student loan payments until you either graduate college or drop out, okay? So if you're crunching these numbers, you're bringing your tuition down from $7,000 to $10,000. Okay, let's change this and say, okay, it's going to cost me $10,000, $185 a month. Okay, remember, you don't have to start making that payment until you get that degree. Okay, and when that degree comes, you qualify for the better job instantly. You go get that better job, and boom, if you get a $2,000 a month payment, that's nothing. That's very, very easy to pay off. This is exactly how to pay off student loans without all the risk. How do you borrow money to pay for college tuition without all the risk? This is the recipe, okay? Now, you're probably wondering, how in the world do you earn a college degree in less than a year? Well, you follow a process that I call degree hacking. It's pretty simple, way easier than sitting in a classroom. But step one, you find a university that allows you to test out of your classes. What that means is if you take an exam and pass an exam, you get full credit for the class. Well, you can spend a week or two studying for that exam, pass the exam, instead of sitting in the classroom for 4 months. Okay. It's way, way faster. And you do this literally for all of your classes. And you can get your degree in as little as 6 months. If you find a school that allows you to pay per semester for tuition, you're literally paying probably $7,000 to $10,000 in tuition if you can do this in less than a year. I did it with a full-time job and a wife and kids. I literally did it in my free time. Okay. If you're interested in the process of degree hacking, I'm also going to leave a link to a video down below where I basically stand at my whiteboard and give you full step-by-step instructions to that 3-step process that allowed me to graduate in 9 months. You can go watch it for free, no strings attached. I absolutely hope it adds value to your day. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope this opens your mind to new ways to pay for school without coming out of pocket. If you don't qualify for grants and if you don't get any scholarships, this is still a reasonable way to do this without being stupid, okay? You don't have to make crazy, poor decisions to fund college. You can do it in a much, much safer, better way. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell if you'd like to see more videos just like this. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you in the next video.